Getting straight into the video, we know that box fights involve a lot of piece control and a lot of editing, especially editing with the correct angles, which is stuff I'm going to be talking about in this video. But first of all, I want to tell you to be slow but prepared. We're going to hop into this clip right now and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. So the situation is like this. One of my teammates has died. I'm in a box fight up in Camp Cuddle. Me and my teammate are both split and I'm trying to pull a flank, but I'm fully aware that my opponent owns all of this box and it's built out of metal, which makes it a pain for me to break. But as soon as I noticed that I could actually claim a wall to my right and actually stop him from coming back on me, that's exactly what I did. I edited a peek and hit him for 148. Despite it being a left-hand peek, I was able to do more damage. Now, I do hit him for 20 white with my SMG and I back up. I realize that that brick is his wall, and if he tries to aggress on me with that SMG, I need something. So I build it and then I realize he's actually going for the right. So I'm trying to minimize the angle by going all the way to the right. You're going to see me go all the way to the right and finish him off with that SMG. Now, I did try to pull a left-hand edit, trying to bait him out that way, but it didn't work out as planned. But things like that happen in Fortnite all the time, and you just need to be prepared for them. So that comes back to the tip. Slow but prepared. I didn't go super aggressive into that guy's box. I knew that he had the piece control, and I knew that he would edit on me, but I knew it wasn't a problem because of the 148 I did to him. He didn't back off and heal, and that would have been the correct play to make. So the second tip for this video is actually become the psycho. Sometimes you need to be that guy where you just spray through loads of builds. Now, I'm going to show you a clip of me spraying into somebody's box, but I'm actually going to tell you I did something wrong in this clip, and that was using my SMG while I had the MK7. So before I show you the clip, I'm just going to explain what I mean. Basically, when you have an MK7, sometimes it's better to use that to spray into a box, especially in team modes like trios, because, you know, there's multiple opponents that you have to fight, and sometimes if you spray all your SMG going into a box and you get into that box, all you have is a shotgun and the MK7, and the MK7 is great for close range, but it's not better than the SMG. So sometimes it's actually better to swap the roles and use the MK7 to spray into the box. That way when you get into the box, you have a shotgun and an SMG fully loaded, ready to do some work, instead of wasting the SMG bullets spraying through a metal wall that could take all of your ammo. So here's the clip I was talking about. Basically, my whole team is dead and the last opponent is down in this box. His walls are weak, so I psychoed in with my SMG. I jumped as much as I could to avoid getting shot. Despite that, he still hit me, and I was fully aware that I knew I was going to take this trade. And sometimes it's okay to take a trade when you're in a box fight, especially in that type of situation where your whole team's dead, and if a third party comes in trios, it's basically over. There's going to be too many players for a 1v3 to clutch, especially with a spray meta. So I was like, hey, it's worth taking a trade with this guy, clean the fight up as fast as I possibly could, and then I can go reboot my teammates, rather than letting that fight dry out another 2 or 3 minutes, and then a whole other team could have came in and eliminated us both, and then it would have been over for us. So sometimes it's actually worth taking a trade, especially in a 1v1, but when it's a 1v2, then it's not worth taking a trade, because the opponent you're going to knock when you do take that trade, his teammate's just going to come in and finish you off very, very easily, and then it's just over for you, and you want to preserve your life. So that's why I actually recommend going in with the MK7, because when you go in with the SMG, you will run out of ammo, especially in team game modes like I just said a minute ago. So MK7 all the way in, and that was a mistake that I made in that clip. Before I play this next clip, I'm going to give you a bit of context about what I'm talking about, and it's actually about playing aggressive angles. No, not playing aggressive, playing aggressive angles. So basically what this is you have the ability to hit your opponent, but on his screen he can't really see you. And in this scenario that I'm going to show, we're basically in Condo Canyon and we're looking for one player that's the last player alive on a team, but we couldn't find him, and he was actually hiding under a staircase, you know, the casual spot, but I wasn't prepared for him, and I was able to turn around and turn up the heat the same time he turned up the heat, because he pounced on me and he thought he was going to win that fight. But I was able to just play calm, relax, and hold specific angles on him that confused him. And the fight was over in 2 or 3 seconds, but when you analyze it, it's actually mad how I was able to play this angle. So let's go straight into that. So we're essentially just running around looking for this opponent when I split from my team, and I go into this building thinking he might be in here, and then I hear something and he's under the staircase. I hit him with that angle over the countertop, and I finish him off with that second angle. And it's all about reacting quick while playing those angles. I could have just used my SMG, I could have used any other weapon, and it wouldn't have ended as cleanly as that. But I was able to find out where the target was, I was able to tell my teammates teammates where he was, and I was able to hit him with 2 shots before he even realized where I was, and he had eyes on me and I had my back to him. So things like that are very important, especially in tournaments. If you can pull things off like that, they're absolutely game changing, especially off spawn. So in this next clip, before we actually hop into it, I want to say, use your ears in Fortnite. This is something that not a lot of people know or master, but it's something that I can clearly say that I've mastered. Basically, it's using your ears to predict where an opponent's going to come from. You have a lot of sound in Fortnite, especially if you're playing with a headset or a 3D headset, which is super important if you want to go pro in Fortnite. You need to be able to hear where opponents are coming from, but be able to pinpoint them. More so than just, he's on my left side. You need to be able to be like, okay, he's on my left side behind me. What kind of angle do I need to play to hit this guy? And that's exactly what I did in this clip, and it should be on screen right now. Basically, I hear this guy, and I'm like, okay, I need to position myself correctly to eliminate this guy. Then I realize, oh, I've no shotgun, but I can still hold a right-hand peek because I know exactly what he's going to do. And then he actually does come in the door. He's not aware of where I am because I've hid myself because I could hear him coming, so I knew what to do to prepare. And then I actually jump shotted him with the SMG, which allowed me to hit a lot of shots and him to basically hit no shot. I'm not even sure if he did damage to me, but if he did, it was irrelevant. Now, there's one more thing that you can do to improve your sound, and that's actually turn visualize sound effects on. This is something that I actually highly recommend to do. Previously, I've told you not to do it, but when it's as overpowered as it is, you should definitely take advantage of it. Basically, you can actually see people being rebooted up to 450 meters away. But as far as hearing goes, you can only hear them from about 200 to 250 meters, and that's actually the loudest reboot van we've ever had in Fortnite. But visualize sound effects is still more overpowered than that, so definitely turn visualize sound effects on. If you're wondering, the reason I don't have it on is because I want to make my gameplay as nice for your viewing pleasures as possible, so I have it turned off. I would love to turn it on, but I don't because, you know, the gang comes first. On top of that, let's get into this next part. I decided to leave this segment of the video till the end because it's actually very important, but on top of that, I didn't want to annoy you while you were watching this video gaining all of that information, and this is rather a bit of self-promo, but it's actually going to benefit you guys a lot. Basically, I've started a membership program here on the channel, and once we hit 25 members, I'm going to be releasing a full 1-hour VOD review every single week. Now, obviously, we have to get to 25 members first, but once we do, a VOD review every week. Imagine that, 1 hour of just pure tips every week, and you're going to be able to see it privately, so nobody else are getting these tips unless they become a member. There's many other benefits as well in the membership program. You can see them all by actually clicking the link down below in the description, and it will actually take you to the membership page. You'll see how to apply, all that kind of stuff. It's official, done through YouTube, so I have nothing to do with it. This is above board, everything like that. It's legit. I'm going to leave you guys with that thought. Please consider it. On top of that, I'll see you in the next video. Ask any questions down below in the comment section, or you can join the Discord. Also, you'll find a link for that in the description, and you can come and ask me any question you want. With that said, have a great day.